Good morning. It is such a quiet day here at the moment. Like, how peaceful is this? To be fair, it is 7:45, and the only park that I would be leaving for that early is of course Animal Kingdom. It opens an hour before the rest of them. Opens at 8, so I'm not quite getting there to rope drop it, but I am doing another challenge today, and this is inspired by Emily's Wonderland. I've mentioned her in my vlogs before. If you don't know who she is, go check her out. But she did this at Disneyland Paris, where she did an Emily Day, and that was to do different things in the park that the initials of which spelt out her name, if that makes sense. So doing something that begins with E, M, I, L and Y. So I thought I would do that with my name. Now my name is 9 letters, so I've got a little bit more work to do, but I am going to head to Animal Kingdom and try and complete this before I have to leave to go to work today. So I've not got a full day to do it, but I'm confident that I can achieve it. I have got a plan, so I'm not just winging it. I kind of know which things I want to head to. It's not all rides. There's, you know, food in there, there's different areas of the park, so follow along to see if I manage to complete this today, and let's get on with the video. So the morning has already got off to a little bit of a different start than I expected on my poor planning. Like, I'll admit that I want to hit Cali River Rapids as my first thing, because, you know, it begins with a K and it's also the last ride that I have to do in Animal Kingdom, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna hit that off. It makes sense, it fits in with my name. I didn't realise that that doesn't open until 9 and the park opens at 8, so I'm kind of just sitting here waiting. I've got like just under 10 minutes until it opens, so not too long, but I was hoping to be off it by now because I thought that it would be open at 8, but never mind. I'm gonna head to the animation experience straight afterwards, and that doesn't start until 10, so I should be on track to continue with my day as planned. But yeah, I should have read the opening time of the attractions, but I just assumed that every attraction would open at park opening. Like, I knew the shows started later, but I didn't think about the rides. So that's where I'm at now, but gonna get on Cali River Rapids and hopefully be one of the first on there. There was a little bit of a queue when I walked past it. I've just come to sit down in the rest of Asia, and then I'm gonna head back over because there was no seating around there, and it's very hot in Animal Kingdom. If you know the park at all, you'll know it's notorious for being very warm. So yeah, just taking a little sit down before I head over to do Cali River Rapids. So that is my K done. I feel like I didn't get off too badly, but I got the worst hit from as it goes down the drop and there's like a big wave of water that comes over everyone. I got soaked from that, and everyone else stayed pretty dry. So yeah, my shorts are a bit wet, but it's a warm enough day that I'm going to dry off pretty quickly. And I'm going to head straight over to get the train to Rafiki's Planet Watch for the animation experience. The animation experience is my A, so the KA at the start of my name. But they say to get the train there like 40 minutes before the time of the animation thing that you want to do, and the animation experience session starts at 10 and it's now 9:17, so I'm giving myself enough time. I feel like hopefully by the time I get there I'll have a little bit of time to spare, but yeah, that is the next destination. The first letter is already ticked off. Grab myself a spot right next to the engine. I just got given this drawing that he did. This is incredible. So that is A complete. I've never done that before and it was so fun. I've always seen people's pictures from it and been like, how do they look so good? Like, there's no way mine would. But I'm actually pretty proud of my drawing. The guy leading it, Brian, he was incredible. I think I'm going to give him a cast compliment because he was just so like funny. He had loads of facts about the Lion King, because all the characters they're doing at the moment are Lion King because of the 30-year anniversary. So if you're coming soonish, pretty much up until September 2024, then they're going to be doing Lion King characters. So we had adult Simba, and he just had loads of like facts about the movie and about the character and lions, and yeah, it was just so fun. So that is my A ticked off. 7 letters to go, which sounds like quite a lot when I'm looking at the time and thinking about when I've got to leave for work, but some of them are going to be a lot quicker than that was. I'm now heading back to get the train back into the main section of the park. I've also done all of the Wilderness Explorer stickers around here just now, so also a success on that front. Now, when it came to thinking of something beginning with T in Animal Kingdom, there was one thing that came to mind. The Tree of Life. This is the icon of the park. So I'm going to go and get my photo taken with it, I think. Photos have been taken. My eyes are watering because I was staring into the sun. The photo pass guy was like, yep, the sun is very bright today. I was like, yeah, I can tell, I'm crying. But that was a nice quick one to do, and now that has ticked off my T, and I'm heading to do my H now. So here is my H, Harambe Fruit Market. If you watched my 4 Parks One Day video, you might remember I wanted to go here to get the corn and they said they don't start serving it until 10 or 10:30. Either way, it's 11 now, so I'm going to get it because I still really want to try it. It's like a snack in Animal Kingdom that I've heard really good things about, and it ticks off my H as well. I've just been digging into this corn, but it is really good. It's probably all in my teeth, so I need to sort that out before I turn the camera around. So with my H checked off, I am now on to my first E in my name. I have 2, but the most iconic E, a double E in fact, at Animal Kingdom is covered by the trees currently. I'm going on Expedition Everest. If you didn't know, I always single ride in this ride. I have not done the standby line at all this programme. This is kind of long for the single rider line, but it will move quite quickly because they're quite big trains. And I'm super excited. I've got a backstage tour of this coming up in the next few days, so I will be back here to do that. Won't be able to film on that, I don't think, but yeah, it's one of my E's for today. So that is my first E ticked off. That is like the centre letter of my name, so I am now over halfway through my challenge. And moving on to R. For this, it was harder to find something here. There's got the Rainforest Cafe, but I'm not going to go for a whole sit-down meal. But there is one of the big shops at the front of the park called Riverside Depot, or Depot, depending on whether you're American or British. So that is where I'm heading now, kind of back and forth across the park for this challenge, because obviously like I'm doing it in order. So making my way back to Discovery Island, but Steph and Em are also coming to Animal Kingdom, so I'm probably going to meet them there. So it kind of has worked out in a good way to be heading back there when they're entering the park. But I'm going to find myself something in the shop to buy, which I don't really need, but for the sake of the challenge, I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll try and find a pin that represents my Hollywood Studio shift, because I still haven't done that, even though I'm in Animal Kingdom, but I have an idea of the pin that I want to get, so maybe that will be what I buy. So here we are, Riverside Depot. Let me go and buy some merch. So this is the pin I chose because the pose that Mickey's doing kind of represents the pose that he does on the top of the Crossroads of the World. And then also it rained so much on that shift that I didn't start for like 2 hours, so he's wearing his little raincoat and I forgot my rain gear, so a lot of little stories that go with this pin. So with my R ticked off, I've got an I, and basically the only I that I could really think of was It's Tough to Be a Bug, which is right behind me. Didn't really want to do this one again because it's scary, but I'm going to tick it off today for it being the I. Very stylish glasses. You know what, that wasn't as bad as I remembered it being. Not that it was like horrific last time, but I definitely was closer to the spiders coming down, which I kind of managed to avoid last time, but regardless, that is my I ticked off. So now I have 2 letters left, N and E. And for my N, I know exactly where I'm going. Well, I know where I'm going for both of them, but right now I'm heading into Pandora to go to Pongo Pongo. Why can I not remember what it's called? It's the place to get a night blossom, which is going to be my N. I've wanted to try this drink for so long, and I just have never got round to it. So that is where I'm going now to get that as my N in my name. I got it! I can't wait to try this. I'm going to take a picture of it first. So with N completed, that leaves one last letter, and I have come back to Discovery Island for my E, and it's timed pretty perfectly with lunch, so it's just gone 1 o'clock, and I am going to 8 Spoon Cafe. I'm going to get the baked macaroni and cheese served with pulled pork, hoping it's similar to the one at Flame 3 Barbecue, because M has been raving about that. They've gone to Tiffin's, and I was like, I'm not going to go to Tiffin's. So I think I'm going to meet Steph potentially after they're done, but I'm going to eat this first so that I've had a nice little lunch before I head to work in about an hour and a half. But that does mean that my whole challenge is complete once I've got this. So here is my lunch. Very cute. I'm looking forward to tucking into this. So having finished the mac and cheese that I got from 8 Spoon Cafe, that is challenge complete. I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to do it, but I actually have with time to spare as well. So I'm going to enjoy Dinoland for the last sort of hour that I'm here. Going to meet up with Steph. I think Em's got to go to work. But thank you for watching. I'll leave the video there, but subscribe if you haven't already, because I've got plenty more vlogs coming out after this point as well. Oh my god, I'm walking through a family. So yeah, like this video if you enjoyed it. I never ask people to do that, so that feels very weird. You don't have to like it. But if you stuck around to the end, thank you. And if you do decide to do this challenge as well, obviously credit to Emily. I think one of her viewers maybe gave her the idea, or she got it from someone, so you know, a bit of a chain reaction. But if you do decide to do the challenge, let me know. Let me know how it goes. I don't know if anyone else has got names as long as mine, but if you do, let me know what you choose for it. And also, if you just have like 2 letters in your name, like, let me know what you do. I'd love to hear about how you've done the challenge as well. So I'll see you in the next video.